Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Day Trade with Tony, the day trading account that keeping it real. Today was not a bad day. The banking volatility continues, so we've had moves from as far afield as Deutsche Bank in Germany. First Republic Bank moved again, both down to absolute lows before then rallying again. We had Pac West moving. We had Western Alliance moving. We had Charles Schwab moving. So the banking sector is taking the attention. It really is. The volatility is all in the banking sector. There are a couple of other stocks that did move, and we traded two of them. We traded one on the small account, which was on holdings. And we traded DRMA was the actual ticker, but the company name was DRMA Therapeutics. We traded that on the small account first, and then we traded it on the main account after that. So that was DRMA Therapeutics. We only traded 3 stocks on the main account. We traded 2 on the small account, but we only traded 3 on the main account. So we traded First Republic Bank. We traded Western Alliance Bank. We actually lost a bit of money on that one, so $1,600 down on that one. And we traded, as I just mentioned, DRMA Therapeutics. So I think the general consensus really today was that very choppy and sideways. That's really what I got from today, at least anyway. I traded most of the day on one particular stock. So that was First Republic, pretty much across the board. Traded it all the way up. So we traded it pre-market. We traded it just after the open. We traded it later on in the day. Traded it after lunch. So pretty much all day long we traded First Republic. Whenever it was making an upwards move, we were there catching it, giving some back at times. So finished today over 9,500 up on First Republic Bank on its own. As I say, we lost 1,500 on Western Alliance, and we made it 1,500 on DRMA. So we finished today 9,500. That was our goal and a half on the main account. We also got another 2,000 on the small account, so we're over $11,500 today in total across both accounts. A good solid green day. Let's talk about how we did it, shall we? So as I say, I'm showing you the full day. So this is a 5-minute chart. We started off here as this. It's a gap down quite heavily. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see what I'm talking about. It had moved down overnight, yesterday, gap down heavily, had this bit of a rally, and then back down to kind of $12. It resumed the early morning session, the pre-market session. It gapped up and then moved up. So we were looking for a bounce. It did break below the VWAP, and then as it got back in above the VWAP, that's when I entered here. Took some profits, rolled it up, took some profits, and pre-market I was profitable on this particular ticker. Did give some money back on Western Alliance. Then got in as this broke highs, new highs here, broke $16, moved up, was able to take some profits up there. Gave it a little bit back, then made that back and got green again. And then was able to ride that up and then trade it again a little bit later in the day. And all in all, $9,000. It was good solid day's trading today with First Republic. So that was what we traded on First Republic. As I mentioned, Western Alliance, we lost a little bit to start off with. We made a little bit back and didn't really do much else there. So we ended up $1,600 down on Western Alliance, and that's essentially it. So how does that affect the overall numbers? So the overall numbers today, let's say 11,591 in total if we include both accounts, and March is a phenomenal month. I mean, we've got 2 5-figure days this week. The Last week, 40,000, 16,000, 7,000, 25. Small day on Friday. Only took one trade on each account on Friday with Charles Schwab. But you know, March is absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the actual details. Unlike the small account, we're now up at $223,000 for March alone. So just the banks, trading the banks this last week and a half has just been so profitable because of the amount of volatility that's in there, the range, the way that they've been trading. It's been high risk but high reward. And I've been mitigating my risk a little bit, but it's been high risk, high reward, and it's been paying off for me. So long may it continue. So you can see that the equity curve for March is huge. I've probably done more in March alone than I have done in the other 2 months combined this year. So let's just have a look at that just to see if I am right with that assessment. Days and times is what I'm looking for. So we did 175 plus 57. Well, that's not quite. So it's we're looking at 132 across those 2 months. And we're 232, sorry, and we're at 223. So we're 10K off doing in 1 month what we did in the previous 2. So my best ever month and ongoing. And we've put a nice little green streak together. So we're really kicking on this year. We're almost halfway there. So the goal this year is 1.2 million net. It's 1.5 million in gross. So we're almost a third of the way there after quarter of the year. So we'll be going into April significantly ahead of goal on the year. Gives me chance to take some time off when I'm moving later in the year. So yeah, we're having a fantastic time in terms of the streak that I'm on right now as well. So that's 11 straight days, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 11 straight days. And I think my biggest ever green streak was 14 days. So if I can finish this week green, 12, 13, 14, I'll have equaled my longest green streak. And then we just need to add Monday to that for a new winning streak. So that's essentially the trade recap done. That's where I am right now. I'm in a happy place. I'm in a good place, both mentally and clearly financially. So do it again tomorrow. Why don't you join me an hour before the market opens? So that's 90 minutes after the bell also, so 2.5 hours in total. We're starting at 8:30 market time, New York, East Coast. And that's, if you're wondering what that is in Europe, because I am based in Europe, so it's actually 12:30 GMT. So come join me tomorrow and we'll do it all again for another 2.5 hours. And yeah, hopefully the volatility continues. Not necessarily in the banking sector alone. The banking sector the volatility seems to be dying out a little bit, but we've seen some more of the low flow, lower cap stocks are starting to come on board now and get back into the swing of things. So the eye of Sauron is now no longer just on the banking sector as it was all last week. We do have other sectors and other stocks that are actually getting some volatility as well. So the opportunities, there's volatility across the market. The opportunity is there to make money. Come join me tomorrow and we'll see if we can finish this week strong and keep this winning streak going. In the meantime, enjoy your evening and I'll see you soon.